This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. The Bahamas currently struggling with the loss of some $7.5 billion in private and public revenue loss as a result of the devastating impact of Hurricane Dorian and the crippling COVID-19 pandemic. This according to a recent report made by the United Nations Disaster Program. The comprehensive report published this past January outlines the details of the catastrophic impact of Hurricane Dorian on the country and provides an assessment of the social and economic impact and efficacy of the post-Dorian and COVID support programs on micro and mid-sized enterprises in Grand Bahama and Abaco. UNDP cites a 2020 post-Hurricane Dorian report by the Ministry of Finance revealing that the estimated recovery cost of small businesses in Abaco and Grand Bahama alone would total some $43 million. The report also sheds light on some $4.3 billion in total losses and damages in the country post-Dorian, noting that the bulk of this economic loss was absorbed by the inhabitants of the two islands most affected. Moreover, the article continues that not more than 12 months after Dorian, the nation's economy was brought to yet another low as a result of the novel COVID-19 virus, effectively costing the country 60% of its GDP. Dozens of members of the Public Managers Union gathered in the courtyard of the National Insurance Board headquarters this morning on the finalization of their industrial agreement, which has been outstanding for over 2 years, according to Union President Cassandra Cartwright-Lewis.
Never in history have I heard that once the board has made a decision that the agreement is forwarded to the minister for cabinet's approval to bring resolve to the industrial agreement. Okay? I've never heard of it. And so we're simply asking, we have had discussions, we've advised the board that that is not the normal protocol. Okay? The board has indicated they want to bring it to closure quickly and amicably. Well, what does quickly and amicably mean?
According to Ms. Cartwright-Lewis, there's only 2 outstanding items that the union's waiting to conclude negotiations.
We have been very lenient, we've been very patient, we've been very understanding. And so with that being said, we hope and anticipate that this matter would be resolved with urgency.
The union president didn't want to go into detail on those 2 items that were outstanding. However, this matter comes after Prime Minister Philip Davis signed a memorandum of understanding with the Trade Union Congress and National Congress of Trade Unions Bahamas, pledging to address key labor issues if elected to government prior to last year's general elections. The Davis administration has now been in power for 5 months. That said, Ms. Cartwright-Lewis told reporters she hopes that this matter can be resolved amicably without having to resort to industrial action. Meantime, the National Insurance Board also responding to that meeting this morning. In a statement issued this afternoon, it says the old agreement expired December 31st, 2019, and NIB and the Public Managers Union have been in amicable dialogue for the past 12 months to settle a new agreement. The National Insurance Board says it appreciates the decision its employees. It also looks forward to the date when it will be able to sign a new agreement with the Public Managers Union. Such an agreement, it says, will be in the interest of employees of NIB and the Bahamian people who rely on NIB for much needed assistance with income replacement. Over the past 2 years, NIB, its employees, played significant roles in providing relief to thousands of Bahamians suffering through the ravages of Hurricane Dorian and the economic downturn resulting from COVID-19. These catastrophic events also expose the financial vulnerabilities of our social security scheme. NIB says it is against this backdrop that NIB seeks to conclude a new industrial agreement with the Public Managers Union. That in 2 short months since being constituted, the President Present board members extended the olive branch to the employees, and today's actions will not change that. Discussions have been productive, it says, with some matters successfully concluded. In the meantime, NIB says it will continue the work towards improving delivery of services to the public. Well, that does it for news this evening. Once again, I'm Leah Cooper, and from all of us here at JCN News, have a wonderful evening, everyone.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.